There we go. There we go. Goodness gracious. This. I'm all over the place right now. We're looking good. We're looking good. Oh gosh. I hope I hit continue. I did. I did. What's the name of the game? I totally forgot. Bruh. The 100 last line defense force. It's probably gonna sound like I played this the first time, but you know it's whatever. Alright. This works. I've been enjoying this game so far though. Let's see. Audio looks good. Audio looks good. Let me see. I'm hitting around 15 decibels. That is around 30 to 35. I turned it down just a tad bit. Alright. We'll see how that goes. I haven't played this game in a minute, so it's gonna take me a while to get back into it. If I'm not wrong, I think we just started getting along with the other kids that from the other school. I think they're 99th Defense Force. We are the 100th. So, hey Kaku, are you on your own today?
Huh? You might have not realized it, but I was watching yesterday's battle on the monitor in the war room.
Should I just do that for every girl voice? It's just for every girl. It's just Mickey Mouse. You were also amazing. The way you came together to take down the enemy. Even Shoma got over his fear enough to help out. And he turned out to be really strong. I really wish I could be like that too. Huh? Kako wandered off in the direction of the cafeteria, a thoughtful expression on her face. Okay. Let's see. Looks like the only place I gotta go is the cafeteria. When I entered the cafeteria, I was greeted by a rare sight. Everyone was there, and they weren't even arguing. Good morning, Takumi. Morning? Everyone's here today? Huh? Yes, well... we gotta settle our bet and make these losers do whatever we say. Yeah, that sounds about right. Do we really have to go through with this? We basically buried the hatchet yesterday. No, nuh-uh. A bet's a bet. A promise is a promise. I'll never accept these guys if they can't keep their word. If only Gaku could show that kind of determination for more important stuff. It's gotta be Shoma who makes the call. Though. He's the one who fought the duel. And he was basically the MVP of the battle yesterday too. Oh yeah, he's like a big old Voltron. Or Megazord. He's a giant mech.
It really has to come down to me?
Damn right. You've earned this, man. You fought, you won, and now you just gotta claim what's yours. Alright. Oh. Whatever it is, we'll do it. In order to the losing group, I wonder what he's come up with. This is it, Shoma. What are you going to tell them to do? Oh, okay. Here goes. Hey, I know you must be mad at us and everything, but if I'd won, I'd never actually go... I was never actually going to hold you. Stay out of this. You'll get yours soon enough. Go for it. Zero, mighty, and powerful Shoma. Oh gosh. Do your worst. I want you all to be our friends. W-Mans. W-Mans. You know, that's what's happening. Let me turn that off. There's music in the background. Huh? You know how weak I am? And how much I hate conflict? Can't stand how tense things have been between our two groups. I'd be a lot happier if we all got along. It doesn't matter who was here first or what camps we started out at. Let's just be friends. Here, now, as members of this academy. Anyway, that's the best my single functioning brain cell could come up with. Does that sound alright? That's all you want? I feel like that's something we should be asking you for. Whoa, 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 Shoma, maybe you want to rethink this? I got a whole bunch of ideas you can use. Gaku, he's the one who fought. He's the one who gets to decide. That's right. What Shoma says goes. So much for getting our own back, but it's not like Shoma was ever going to come up with something really bad anyway. Well, there you have it, guys. An order's an order. Sir Shoma! Why are you crying? Such a magnanimous attitude for a victor to take. I'm so moved. From this day forth, we will all be comrades in arms together. So says the holy Jomonji sword. Alright. So, as long as you don't mind being friends with a human filth like me. Come on. You know putting yourself down. You're a great guy, Shoma. It'd be an honor to kill you someday. Okay, I forgot. This guy likes killing. What do you say, Kurara? That's not such a bad deal, is it? Humph. It's not like I have much of a choice. As an Usuzuki, my word is my bond. Right, of course. Sounds like we're all in agreement. Unless you have any objections, Gaku. Oh, forget it. Not like I could talk you out of it now. Just so you know, I haven't given up on us participating in a killing game. I'll make it happen Sunday. I'm really glad you weren't the one who got to decide this. Now you got... Oh. Right, we still might get into little quarrels now and then. But that's all part of being friends. From now on, we're all in this together. For the next 50 days or so at least. Oh, I guess I'm technically halfway through the game. Just when it seemed like everything had been resolved, Karara approached Soma, and the moon turned tensed again. What is it? You're really hardcore into this avoid conflict at all costs stuff. Huh. Not surprising. Coming from someone who'd take the blame for eating my curry when you had nothing to do with it. You knew I was lying about that? Of course. I knew at the moment you shrugged off my question about its taste with that half-hearted. It was so delicious. No one who's tasted Usuzuki curry can help being overwhelmed with emotion and giving a detailed description of the entire experience when pressed. Wait, it wasn't Shoma? Then who's the real curry thief? Oh, it was Mr. Mariko. I saw the whole thing. No way. I thought I was being careful. If you know all along, why are you the only one ratting me out now? You know me. I can't stand to see wicked deeds go unpunished. Hold up. You're the guy who got us in this mess? Gaku. Villain. Blackguard. I will slay you where you stand. Whoa, calm down, guys. We're all friends now, right? Remember? So, how was it? How was it? Well, you know, it was the most delicious thing I ever eaten. I never thought anything could taste so amazing. I don't think I can go on living if I never get a chance to taste it again. Maybe I'll make another batch if I feel like it. Huh? I think she forgives you. Looks like you're off the hook, Gaku. I am? I think this calls for a celebration, or at least something to cement our resolve. Everyone, form a circle. We'll each put a hand in the middle, then do an inspirational cheer and throw them all up at once. What decade are you from, man? Oh, come... Oh, huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Fine idea, Sir Eito. Just the thing to boost our morale. What is this? Some corny old sports manga? This is the last time I ever do this, alright? Sorry in advance. If you catch anything from me, my hands are probably covered in failure-inducing bacteria. You know, at least if I play this game, it'll help me practice on being articulate, you know? And better reading. Guess there's no cure for low self-esteem, huh? Let's all promise never to give up. No matter how bad it looks, we'll get our killing game someday. Reluctantly, we all got on board with Eito's gesture of teamwork and togetherness. Well, not quite all of us. Turn the music up. Kako, Ima, come on. You should get in on this too. I know it's kind of lame, but it'll only be for a minute. Just put up with us until then, okay? Sorry, but I find team building exercises like this absolutely sickening. My dear sister and I will sit this one out. You little... Oh, don't worry. We'll find other ways to amuse ourselves. Feel free to embarrass yourselves without us. We'll be going now. I said, we'll be going now. Come on, sister dearest. Okay. Shunning the group, Ima and Kako left. We couldn't help feeling a little deflated later after that. What is the matter with those two? Why did they cringe away from us so? You're the one who's cringe here. Kyoshika, I'd avoid you too if I had any better options. We'll just have to go ahead with the members. We do have. Oh, my reading is horrible. Alright, here we go. Fighto! Oh! I'm guessing I won't voice the ones that are voiced. And so, the whole group, minus the Tsukumo twins, cheered at the top of our lungs, and we made a vow to work together from here on out. Of course, that didn't mean we wanted to spend every walking moment together. After finishing breakfast, we headed back to our rooms for a while. No more infighting. That went better than I could possibly have hoped. Even more surprising, it's all thanks to Shoma. Who'd have thought he'd become such a team player? Alright, then. What should I do for the rest of the day? I've got plenty of spare time. I might as well use it. So I get one last afternoon to train. New VR training missions have been unlocked. Yeah, we could train. Let's see, where is she? Nozumi Hirafuji. Want to take... I mean, I guess. This is like a doppelganger of his childhood friend, so... Sure, that sounds good. I wonder what she'll teach me. I decided to spend my breaks on the roof. I love gazing at the big blue sky, discovering unusual clouds. That sounds very you, Nozumi. Oh, look at the cloud. Oh, look, that cloud is shaped like a tulip. It's like a big flower blooming in the sky. A tulip? Looks like a chicken skewer to me. Oh, and that one's a piano. I wonder what it would sound like if we could play it. A piano? I'm seeing a hamburger. It's all food to you. Are you hungry, Taki? Not that you mention it. I had a relaxing time with Nozumi on the roof. Your experience unlocked the keyword #soothing. Calculations went up by 6. Holy moly. That's a lot, isn't it? All right. Yawn at ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. Excuse me. I'm just doing something real quick. All right. Yawn at ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
いつ進行性の襲来があるかわからないから休めるうちにしっかり休んでおこうね。
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
じゃあおやすみなさい。
Well then, good night. That's a lot of reading. Looks like another day's over. There's nothing else to do here at night. I'll just go to bed and rest up for tomorrow. And so, our 45th day at the last Defense Academy ended without incident.
総員起床時間だよ。
Up and at 'em, troops. Time to rise and shine.
最終防衛学園46日目の朝になりました。
Get ready for your 46th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
今日も偉大な人類のた
Prepare
め
to spend another day
観覧進
enduring
なん
the
のその
unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
野
Holy
蛮
man,
下
dunk
劣
this.
な旧敵から愛する学園を守り抜こうね。
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy. Ding dong. Right after the morning announcement ended, another sound echoed through my room. The doorbell. Who could need to talk to me this early? Not really expecting anything. I opened the door. I got a shock when I saw who was there though. Nozomi. Good morning. Do you have a minute? Morning. Sure. Come on in. I did my best to act like if I were welcoming any other friend into my room, but it wasn't convincing. I was still nervous around her, even more so now that we're alone. Now that we've cleared up everything up between our two groups, can I tell you about this with a clear conscience? It's time you knew about world death. According to the information Nigo shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. You'll really tell me? Oh goodness. We're going to tell everyone together. When you're ready, come meet us in the war room. The war room? Okay, I'll be right there. And one more thing. You said you knew someone who looks just like me? Could you tell me a little about her sometime? If it's okay with you, I mean. Flashing me a gentle smile, Nozomi left the room. Well, here's the problem. You look and act just like her. You're literally her with different memories. I never thought she'd be the one to make the first move. I'm glad she did. Though. I was way too nervous to bring it up. Someone who looks just like her. I don't know if that's the way I'd put it, but no. First things first, I should head over to the war room and hear what they have to say. Oh, it feels bad. Hey, Kako, what are you doing here on your own? I was thinking, is it okay for me to carry on like this? Even Shoma found it. Oh, wait. Jeez, are you sure you're alright? Kako walked away heading for the war room with profoundly thoughtful expression on her face. I feel like you said the same thing just earlier. If there's any secrets, I mean, she's here. Talk to her. Hey, Takumi, everyone's meeting up in the war room, you know? I came here by mistake to force of habit. I guess we're using the war room because we're talking about something really important. Jesus, sweetie. Alright, war room time. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Yes, indeed. All the dull-eyed simpletons with no refinement, no social standing, and no future. All gathered together in one place. The future's an unwritten book. Could still make something of myself. Anyway, let me cut right to the chase. We called you all here to talk about world death. You said before it was what caused this war between us and the invaders. What is it exactly? Well, we'll tell you everything that Nigo told us. It's a long story, but bear with us, okay? That's your cue, Kyoshika. What? Me? But I haven't prepared anything. You're in charge of explanations. It's what you're good at. Explanations and exhibitionism. You're a double threat. I'm not taking my clothes off. Don't worry. I'll take the lead from here. Cloud writing. Before I start, there's some terminology we need to get straight. Back in Tokyo Residential Complex, did you ever hear something called Planet Earth? Planet Earth. I've heard of it, sure. I can't say I know very much about it though. Same here. From what I read in the library books back home, it's where humanity used to live, right? They mention it in old manga sometimes too. It's supposed to be really huge, like hundreds of times bigger than the complex. I think that's about all of us know. They kind of skimmed over the subject in school. Humanity once lived all over the planet Earth. The population was in the billions, and they didn't live under a giant ceiling either. They had an open sky just like the one here. Billions? That many? But then a phenomenon that came to be known as world death changed everything. Earth was no longer support life like it once had, and the population began to decline rapidly. I'm gonna put pop filters out. Pop filter on. Tracking's gonna be worse though, but to combat this, giant underground shelters were constructed to house the survivors before humanity died out completely. Underground shelters? You mean? Yeah, that's what the place where we grew up really is. The Tokyo Residential Complex is a colossal shelter hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. A shelter? The whole thing? All of this happened a long time ago, so even Nigo isn't sure how accurate this information is anymore. But so far as we know, our community in the Tokyo Residential Complex is the last of humanity and has been for hundreds of years now. Wow, we're really getting a history lesson today, huh? I've never even knew there was a time before the TRC. Bro, the tracking is breaking. Oh. Essentially, the planet began. Ow, my ear. Essentially, the planet began killing itself. It did what? The tracking. According to Nigo, Earth has a life of its own too. Well, it's not like ours. It has its own will too. Where was I? When the planet decided to end its life, numerous natural disasters started occurring all around the world. That was world death. The planet tried to kill itself. It can do that? But what drove the Earth to do that itself? Remember how we said the human population was in the billions? They all needed somewhere to live. Uh-oh. I think I just skipped a bunch. Not to mention the many wars humanity fought against each other. Some of them were so bad they left the earth permanently scarred. It couldn't put up with that kind of abuse, however. Something had to give it. I'm not surprised. Leeching off someone without giving anything back and abusing them on top of that? Sounds like my scumbag brother. They didn't realize the planet had a mind of its own, but they should have known better. Humanity continued to propagate willfully ignorant of the damage they were doing. I was wondering why my desk was so low. I have a raising desk, and I can raise and lower it. So I was like, man, the desk is awfully low. That's what happened. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Alright. They didn't realize the planet had a mind of its own, but they should have known better. Humanity continued to propagate, willfully ignorant of the damage they were doing. Of course, Earth wasn't completely powerless. It showed its resistance with earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, volcanic eruptions, and stuff like that. But no one recognized those disasters for what they were. They ignored the warning signs and just kept on keeping going. Right, just like how he ignored all the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence. You're making it really hard for us to ignore. Finally, Earth reached its breaking point and shut himself in his room to wallow in the self-loathing and play gory anime games all day. You can tell us your twisted family history later. Just shut up for a minute. As I was saying, Earth turned to its last resort to kill itself, and taking mankind out with it. You gotta admit, World Death is a pretty fitting name. So the planet dying, the planet choosing to kill itself, was humanity's fault? Not a pleasant thought, is it? The Earth must have really hated us by then. It's hard to imagine the kind of overwhelming despair that would make something do that. Once world death began, there was no stopping it. The environment became barren, hostile. Billions of lives were lost. The only reason humanity didn't go extinct was because a handful of communities that were able to escape the shelters. Like the Tokyo residential complex? Have you ever wondered where the name comes from? Most of the people in the complex are descended from the residents of Tokyo, a metropolis that stood on the surface of hundreds of years ago. Of course, it's been so long that no one remembers what kind of place it was or why it was called that. I'm sorry. When I read, I get tired. It's been like that since school. It's been like that ever since I was growing up. Whole generations have lived their lives without any awareness of the world outside of the complex. Us included, naturally. By the time we were born, humanity had already been living underground for centuries. Until we were brought here, the shelter was our entire world. We ain't in the complex anymore. So you're saying this is what the surface looks like now?
ここは世界史のせいで荒れ果てて もはや人類が住むことができなくなった地上。
Yes, this is what the Earth became after it was ravaged by the world death.
かつて人類が暮らしていた地上。
This is the land where our ancestors lived.
それが今私たちがいる場所なんだと思う。
You can see now why they had to go underground. For real? If it's that bad, should we have been here? Shouldn't we go back to the complex? And the complex isn't necessarily any safer. Not anymore. What do you mean? The TRC days are outnumbered. Are numbered. The whole place is gonna collapse soon. What? Why not? Why? How? World death is still going on. It won't end until all life on Earth is extinguished. It's only a matter of time until our little pocket of humanity runs out of resources and finally gives up the ghost. No way. There's just one sign. There's just one thing that can save humanity from the effects of world death and give everyone a brighter future. And that's whatever is in the self-defense, and that's whatever is in the defense room of this academy. Or so Nigo said. It can save us from world death? Oh, well, frickin'. Perchance it's a set of mystical artifacts that grant a single wish when brought together. Dragon Ball? Or maybe it's just one, and we'll have to set out on a journey across the universe to collect the others. A grand tour, if you will. Is she talking about the Super Dragon Balls here? Because, no, that's something else. But you think you can just ask the Eternal Dragon to bring everyone back? Get with the program, Grandma. It's all about permadeath these days. Once you're gone, you're gone. Nay, morbid stories where everyone dies are more out of date. In trying times, people need something more uplifting. Can you two have this discussion somewhere else? Unfortunately, Nigo said Nigo didn't have clearance to actually tell us what's in the defense room. I said it had to remain a secret so the enemy couldn't get a wind of it. But there's one thing he was very clear on. Whatever this thing is, it's humanity's last hope. That sounds ominous. And we're fairly certain that something is going to happen. Our 100th day here. Something's going to activate or awaken. Something. At any rate, that's what will deliver humanity from world death. We'll be able to live and thrive on the surface again. All we have to do is make it to day 100. I don't know. Reading is not my forte. Eyes can't handle it. It's like when I read, my eyes get like strained. And then I start yawning. And then I usually fall asleep. Noseby said it's our last hope, but last chance. It might be more appropriate if we mess it up. Mankind is done for. If we mess it up, mankind is done for. Our last chance. And the invaders are trying to stop this world-saving event from happening. Yeah, the invaders are another thing. We didn't get that many details on. But judging by what we have been told, we come to a conclusion of our own. The invaders are world death itself. Like something summoned by a curse? Earth must have given birth to them to further advance world death, the eradication of all life on the planet. You've seen the way they fight. It's not such a stretch, is it? and it would explain why they are so fixated on destroying the school. So they're not actually invading an invading force, so much as manifestation of the planet's will. Then Earth itself is the final boss here? How are we supposed to deal with that? Things have gotten really heavy, huh? Sorry, I just started getting nervous again. Sorry. I know some people have like a gag phobia. I'm sorry. Oh, I was gonna read that. We haven't been exaggerating. Humanity's future really does depend on us. The hopes and dreams of all mankind rest on our shoulders. We can't let them down. If we lose here, it's all over. I'm just trying to speak into the mic, but every time I look into the mic and I look at the OBS, I'm like looking up like a creep. So that's how it is. There you have it. A comprehensive summary of the situation. This is why we must strive for nothing less than total victory. Why are you looking so pleased with yourself? You didn't contribute to the comprehensive summary at all. You glory hog cowherhead. But forgive me. That was never my intent. If you want forgiveness, strip down and bear your contrition for all to see. But leave those ridiculous sneakers on you. You'll look even more exposed that way. Why this sudden fixation on me getting naked, Lady Aurora? If everything you told us is true, then yes, we do understand now. We finally know what this war is all about and how important it is. Better later than never, I guess. It explains the difference in the two groups' attitude as well. It's no wonder Nozomi and the others have such a strong sense of duty. Us, on the other hand, C-Ray was killed before we could hear about any of this. We've just been fighting for our own reasons, in our own disorganized way. Damn, I wish we knew this sooner. I've been more fired up than ever now. Fighting to save people, that's one thing. But saving all of humanity, that's on a whole nother level. If we pull this off, we'll be heroes. We'll probably get a reward in everything. I mean, if we save all of mankind from destruction, no one's gonna be begrudge us of a couple million yen here or there, right? I knew whatever was going on here was serious, but I never thought it'd be this bad. I might have been better off not knowing. I still think the people in charge are crazy for sending an unremarkable nematode like me, but since I'm here, I guess I should give it my all too. Don't worry. So long as we work together, we can overcome anything, even world death. Everyone's sounding a lot more motivated now. We're still missing a lot of details, but it's enough for us to start presenting a more united front. This doesn't feel like some random war we were forced into anymore. It's much more than that. So some of us are taking it better than others. It is a lot to take in after all. Sorry. To have to be the fly in your own ointment, but it still have some reservations.
Yeah.
Now more than ever, I have to wonder if this mission is important, why entrust it to a bunch of random teenagers? Yo. My eyes. They're strained, bro. And I'm just tired too. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Nigo didn't seem to know anything about the selection process. I just want to find a good stopping point. So, maybe there wasn't a clue in the dream Shoma been having. Ugh. The ones about being experimented on in that place. Kamakura General Hospital, was it? Interesting idea. Too bad it's not really enough to go on. I'm sorry. My peanut kernel of a brain can only handle so much. What you think? Ima, Kako, does this all make sense to you? Do you guys want to fight? Us? Fight? Yeah. Humanity's future is on the line, you know? Yeah, and Luke punched. I'm sorry. Yo, I just think I fell asleep mid-sentence and sleep talking. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't know why, but whenever I read, I get like really tired. Nonchalant as ever. Paima turned left, dragging Kako along behind him. Okay, something's seriously wrong if the other twins over there. How can they remain detached from everything? They're like two sub-obsessed peas in a pod. Still cute though. The young people today have no notion of social responsibility, but fear not. The holy Jumanji sword and I will beat some sense into them. Leave them, Kyoshika. Trying to force them will only push them away even further. Holy, that's just one way they are. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. Eh? You okay, Eito? I'll be fine. This is a long discussion. It's starting to take its toll on me, that's all. Froze literally me. We've been talking for a while now. Maybe we should end the meeting here and give everyone some time to process the information. Yeah, that's kind of good. She'll probably short circuit if she has to listen to any more. Everyone else deemed to agree with the sentiment, so we decided to go back to our rooms for the time being. Everyone seemed okay. Everybody seemed to agree with the sentiment, so we decided to go back to our rooms for the time being. I read that twice because I wanted to try two different like mic distances. What a way to start the model. I have a feeling this will do wonders for our morale though. Holy cow, man. Ow, ow, ow. Protecting the school means putting a stop to world death. It means bringing hope back to the dying world. We may not know why we were chosen for this mission, but that doesn't change what we need to do. I'll keep fighting, fighting for the good of humanity, for everyone back in the complex, and for Karuka, and for Karua. By the way, I'm speaking really close to the mic. I just want to try the different mic distances, to see if it helps or it changes anything. Now that's settled, what should I do for the rest of the day? I don't really feel like sitting around doing nothing right now. Holy cow, man. I'm like slurring my speech, I'm trying to read. I'm falling asleep when I'm reading. Alright, I have to save it there. I would need to give my mind a break. Late. I'm gonna go to just chatting for a bit. Anyways, if you're watching this is probably a VOD on my VOD channel. Let me know if you guys want more of this. You don't really get a say in the. Probably gonna be uploading more of this. And yeah, my track has been uploaded today, but I'm just gonna pop videos. There we go. Yeah, so it should be better. Yeah. See you guys and just chatting in the next video or whatever. but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go to just chatting now.